Hello there.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey everybody. You should be able to hear me now. Test successful. Okay. Just making sure my microphone's on. Oh, dang. I just remembered. All right, I'm putting my ears in. I should have tested test. Beard check. Beard sound check is good. Yeah. I don't know if my beard's gonna be any shorter for ReaperCon. I know I'm gonna get it trimmed up. It's a little mountain man right now, but I don't know if it's gonna be any like shorter. Beard length check. Check. So today's gonna be kind of fun. I'm experimenting with a few things. Michael, if you could, I have some bit things in the channel. Here, I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop as well. But you can redeem. Can you redeem a soundbite real quick and see if it works?
Emotional damage.
Okay, good. Did y'all hear that? And how was the audio?
Emotional damage.
Okay. I might have to put a, okay. I'm gonna have to put a delay on it, obviously, but just checking so people don't spam. But obviously, this is only gonna be for ReaperLand,
We don't
and
make
probably
mistakes. We have happy accidents.
exactly. Yeah, it'll get spammy real fast. I'm just testing to see if it works. But this is me planning for the future streams and stuff. So no, Rex. The points are just so the totals for those are intentionally low, just so I could test it. You know, these things have been around for a long time. Streamers use them all the time. It is what it is. But I'm just trying to find the right one for us and kind of how we're going to use them for streams going forward. I don't know, but this is where Twitch chat is going to come into play because after ReaperCon, I plan on I'm gonna try to reformat the streaming stuff a little bit more and add a ton more. I want to add a lot more streaming stuff. As you guys know, Justin and Michael started this department, you know, what, 5-6 years ago, and it's been a great job. I mean, the studio's great, everything, the channel's all set up. You know, I just kind of got handed it, but I'm also in charge of a ton of other stuff, so I haven't been able to dedicate a ton of time to it. Plus, I'm still learning, yada yada yada. You guys know the whole story, but I want to do a lot more, and so as you guys know, I like to test and do a bunch of stuff like that. So, yes, I'm gonna make my own sound bites with all of the Twitch clips that we have. Like, I'm gonna get Ed's jazz hands in there. There's a ton of them from Dave, like WAPs, and you know, there's a ton of them. So there's a ton that we can do. Same thing for the green screen. So normally, obviously, you guys can't see, but there's black curtains back here on a green screen, and the green screen's cut out because I'm supposed to have something back there, but I don't have it for this stream because it's not needed. But eventually, when I start getting gifts and stuff for people to use their channel points for gifts, it'd be funny, I think, to put a GIF back here, like on the green screen, really big. Eventually, once we get like the set and everything set up. So the good thing about ReaperCon is that I'm getting everything in the studio kind of all organized and set up for ReaperCon. So that way, when we come back, the studio is kind of clean and it's a blank slate, and then we can set it up for future, you know, for the next year, basically running all the cables, taping everything down to the ground, and things like that. So I think that's really exciting to me. I like the idea of organizing and making everything nice and neat. So I'm very excited for that. So okay, I have an iPad charging behind me, so I'm gonna test a few things there. Yes, I mean, I like to be organized and stuff. But on that sense, I'm gonna test a few scenes here just to make sure that they work. So I have this one. So this is kind of like the big overall scene without chat and stuff, and so it's a little bit bigger on your screens and on your phone. So at ReaperCon, we'll have, you know, people doing interviews and things like that, and we'll just cut to this screen. It's just a nice, like, big, wide, nice bordered edge. That looks a little weird up at the top left. Oh, I gotta go fix that in Photoshop. So if you look up here at the top left, it looks a little wonky. Sorry, hold on, my phone. Got a text message. I accidentally Photoshopped a little piece of the edge out there. So there's that one. There's this one. So I was experimenting with a couple of pieces of different art that we have.
We have happy accidents.
Thanks, Bob. God bless Bob Ross. I gotta turn this off. There we go. Turned it off. But I knocked my ears out of my head. So 1 second, I gotta plug my ears back in. There we go. Test 1, 2. Test, 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 test. There we go. All right. So I was experimenting with a few pieces of the art that we have, and I really liked this Ton of Trouble artwork, and I thought it would be pretty cool to put on the bottom. I don't know what scene I'm going to use this for, and I might have to adjust it, like put a border around it or something like that. But I'm going to talk to Frank and see what he thinks. But I really like this art. Just the layout of it all with the kobolds, and it'll fit the Dungeon Dweller kind of ReaperCon theme. But where do you guys think I should put this logo, this ReaperCon logo? I tried putting it in a few different places. I actually might put it right here, like right in the middle, because it might cut off my head. But if I'm sitting, the camera's going to be further away, so I can adjust it later. But so up here up at the top might be good, or in the corner, like up here or something. But I really like this art. But right now I'm only using this art on this scene in particular, just because of that nice bottom overlay. So it is what it is. And then we have the inset scene, which you guys see. So this is generally going to be kind of the everyday, most of the time. You can see Twitch chat over there. We're going to be swapping the cameras. For instance, if I do like this, you can see the security, the security cameras. There's me over here. Hey, chat. I'm over here. Actually, I'm going to get over there so I can see. Hey, green users. Here we go. You can see me on the top left up there. And there's Daniel. He's QCing right now, and I think he's cutting a mold to make sure that it works. He's in casting. He doesn't know that he's on camera, so be nice. And then we do, what is it, camera 2, camera 3. There we go, and we're back. So I'm still, hey Zox. So we're still working on, I gotta finish the security stuff. So I can do this side by side. We do security to X3. There we go. So now we can see all the different cameras. I know we talked about this. I want to talk to you guys about this as well. And give me your thoughts. We'll go into Paint, and actually, I have a better idea. You'll see. I have a better. Oh no, it's not going to work out the way that I want. It's fine. We can do it in Paint on my laptop. But I was really pleased with this test, and I'm really excited about it because, as you can see, now this is me testing one of the cameras. This is inside the control room. Let's see. There's Daniel. So this would say, like, on the bottom down here, it would say, like, Artist Alley or Vendor Hall. And then we could swap to the different ones. This is the MSP. So that's the idea there. And I am excited because I think it's going to work out great. Whoa. All right. Let's go to Inset. Full screen. Now we'll go to Clean. There we go. I really like this one. I like the look of this one. Green users. Speaking of green users, hey, I got a master today on my desk for, I think it's a witch of some kind for our October. So this will be a model that I think is ready for after ReaperCon. There's a new witch that I think Julie did, maybe. I know that it's from you guys, but it's sitting on my desk. I got to make a mold of it. Who knows? I might kind of want to stream it, but we'll see. But I got a mold put on my desk today. What do I want to show first? So this week I've been testing how to capture an iPad. So I believe I have it figured out. And I'll explain why I need to do that in a second. Bob did that one? Oh, sick. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the staff. If Bob can hear me, I really like the staff on this particular witch for October. Might be fun to strap a cam. Yeah, the security cameras and stuff. Yeah, I do have plans to go around and do some B-roll footage and stuff with the cameras and stuff that I have. But yeah. Okay. Let me go to inset. No, side by side. And now I'm going to go to this to this. There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see the iPad that's in my hand. Perfect. Cool. All right. Nice. Let me close stream real quick. And go to... Can you guys still see? Yep. Perfect. So I'm partly testing this because we're doing a Mirrorscape game for the stream for ReaperCon. And I've had to download Mirrorscape on the iPads and update everything and get everything situated. And so I'm trying to figure out how to capture the player's point of view and everything like that. Hey, Jay Slugger. And I'm working on capturing all of the cameras and things like that. And I'm testing this capture software for the iPad, and so I'm curious to see how long it'll last, if it'll drop, if it'll do anything like that. So let's see here. Let's see if you guys can see. So everything looks pretty good over here on my end, and on the stream, it looks like. So unfortunately, this iPad that I have in my hand doesn't have enough memory to do the AR version of Mirrorscape, but Mirrorscape is going to be sending us some updated, state-of-the-art iPads for ReaperCon to use at ReaperCon. I thought these would be okay, and they're fine for everything else. So like like adding models and playing around. So you can see here. Hello? Oh, sorry. Here we go. Let's go look at some models. Let's look for that frost giant, shall we? There she is. So we'll use the frost giant as an example. Oh, she looks a little wonky. I gotta tell them about that. Okay, so let's zoom out. Okay, cool. I'm just testing to see if everything kind of works okay. Because the players will be using this to play their Mirrorscape game. And so we needed a way to capture all of the players' iPads. And so I think there's going to be 4 players plus a DM. So, I'll be able to control, we'll be able to hop into any player's point of view while they're playing the game. And so they can look at all the terrain and go through the dungeon and, zoom in, zoom out, move around with all that stuff, and the fog of war and all that stuff with all the terrain. But it's going to be kind of cool to kind of hop to everybody's point of view when they're playing. But we're also going to have a login as like a cameraman. So there'll be like a 5th person in the game that doesn't have like a player character or anything like that, but they're just solely there to control the camera. So as the DM is playing the game and talking about stuff, we can control the camera, and like, maybe he's describing a monster, or they're doing an encounter, or he's talking about the room. We'll have a camera, controlling it and things like that as they're playing. And I think we'll have a camera kind of like this one, the one that I'm on down here. Obviously, it's going to be further back and higher up, so I think it'll be fun to see people around an empty table with all their iPads playing Mirrorscape. So let's look at a few more models. Let's sort by just Reaper, just because I'm curious. The troll is very funny. Let's look at some of the player characters. Here's Jacob Jansen. And the cool thing is that you can kind of blow them up. So let's make a big Jacob Jansen and move him around. Let's go to my settings real quick. I'm going to change some of the graphics. There we go. Let's see what that does. Yeah. So you guys know Jacob Jansen? Yeah, these were digitally painted. So they're basically STLs that are digitally painted. To my knowledge, I believe that's how they do it. So here's the twin Paladin and Jacob Jansen's model. But this is kind of what the view and stuff like that the players will be able to see, and they'll be able to like go around and move things around and see what things look like. It's pretty cool, pretty neato. So they'll be able to zoom in, but if you can imagine a cameraman like zooming around, doing all that stuff. They know all the controls and stuff, but another cool thing is, for instance, I'm going to so we're going to turn this guy around. We'll turn him facing this way, and we're going to put her right here. Like right here. So the cool thing is that you can look through their eyes. So you can see that there's this little eye button. So if we look through his eyes, it shows you what his point of view is, like what he sees. So I think that's pretty cool. It like puts you in the eyes of the model, which is pretty neato. Oops, I moved him. So if we click on him again, click on this and then go to his eyes. Yeah, it puts you like what you would see if you were in that model's shoes. So that's pretty neato. So this is kind of what I've been testing, trying to figure all this out, because I needed a way for me to capture this from the iPads and put it on the stream. So I think it's going to be pretty neat. And there's a lot of cool tools, especially like this. Like you can see how far away something is. Like there's a line tool. So it'll show you like, hey, that's 2.3 inches away, or, feet or whatever. So if you're like trying to do a spell or something like that. And then there's dice in the game. So they'll be able to roll their own dice. So let's say I roll a d20. Here we go. And then you can go look at it. And it shows you what you rolled. D12. So you can see here. D12. I'm going to flick it that way. Bing, 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 bing. 11. Oh, and then you can just click them again. So you can see the D20s out there. You just click it again and it bounces. so you can roll them. So that's going to be kind of cool. And we have a community member. He's on vacation right now. His name's Dree. You guys might know him in chat as Dree18. He has volunteered to run the Mirrorscape game at ReaperCon because he is a part of their community and our community at the same time. And he was coming to ReaperCon anyway. And so we reached out to him and talked to the Mirrorscape guys, and he's going to be our DM because he's really familiar with the software, and he seems very organized. We're doing a test next week, I think. He's coming into the studio to do a test so we can get all the iPads running and make sure everything works, get the map all set up, and talk about the controls and everything like that. So that's pretty neato. And the cool thing is with the iPads that Mirrorscape are going to be sending us, it's going to have the capability of AR. So I'll have a table set out for all the players, and they'll be able to use their iPads in real time to see things with the camera. But right now, this is just not AR mode. This is just the normal kind of table layout you can see here. But the AR version will be pretty cool to showcase at ReaperCon. So there's that. Made a lot of breakthroughs, and I'm really excited about it. Plus, the way that it looks pretty good. So I might do like the game scene. So where's the game? I got to talk to Frank about the layout of it all. So we got to get some cameras and things like that set up for that. But it should be like this. I wonder if we can do, oops, like this. Have the game showcased with the camera, and then we could put the DM like camera off to the side, so you can see the DM talking and explaining what's going on, and then we can have the DM or have the cameraman control everything. I think that'll be very fun. Okay, cool. And then another fun thing. Let's go to full screen real quick, or clean scene. Camera 2. All right, I'm back. All right, so another cool thing that I've been experimenting with, and I've been doing this I did this a while ago. So we're gonna see. I'm going to do some tests here. Let's do works in progress for Reaper. Okay. I'm just going to scroll back up to a pinned message. 126. Okay, so it's pretty far back. I'm just going to keep scrolling. Okay, so we'll go to inset, side by side. Okay, perfect. Ah, it works. And so it's set to my laptop. Perfect. I'm just going to go back in Discord a little bit. Ooh, indelible. That's awesome. Is this your like D&D room? That's pretty neat. Mod Podge Primer. So it looks like he's like making his office. That's pretty neat. So let's. How does this look on the screen? Is it pretty decent size? I think in Discord I might be able to expand it a little bit. Control plus. Nope. There we go. How's that? Or is it better for me to open it in the browser like this? There we go. Perfect. Ah! I'm dropping stuff. Ah! I'm all over the place. I'm a one-man show over here, okay? Okay. So, we're looking at this guy, and I need to blow him up a little bit on my screen, but you can see here. But the cool thing that I've been experimenting with is so on the iPad, there's an app called Freeform. It's basically kind of like Photoshop and stuff. But I have a green screen overlay. So I am in the Paint app, or the drawing app, and I basically uploaded a photo of a green screen like this. Ooh. A green screen. And so now I can basically capture whatever I want, which is pretty neat. But what it allows me to do is, I guess, while we, like, if we have, like, Mr. Janae or, you know, anybody that comes onto the stream or something, I think this would be a cool feature, is that they can point stuff out. So, like, if I wanted to talk about his scroll, like, I could talk about it like this, you know, and then you can, like, showcase things like, oh, the feather, you know. And it takes a little bit of practice probably to figure out where the model is going to be on the screen. But, you know, I can point out things like, oh, you know, this thing right here, you know, paint it this color this way, yada, yada, yada. And I think that'd be very fun to showcase. Can draw a mustache. But the problem I'm having is that since I am drawing on the green screen, oops, it's kind of hard to know, like, what part of the screen is the model. So since I'm just drawing on here, it's hard to know what you're pointing at. So I haven't figured that part out. Don't know what to do about that. You know what I mean? Because, like, if I wanted to talk about the scroll, I'm just kind of guessing. I'm kind of looking at the screen and I'm guessing where it's at. So I don't know if there's a good solution to solve this. Yeah, if it's not playing back on the iPad. Yeah, so it's kind of a weird thing because you're, I guess most people would capture the screen and upload this picture. You know what I mean? So you would go and download these pictures beforehand and then upload them into this software to talk about them, depending on if you're going to talk about things for a long time. Then you could just point it out, you know, you could just put it on the screen itself. But, you know, but I'm also testing this for something else as well, like other things. So the other thing that I could do is, like, let's say I am streaming. Oh, you know what? I could talk about it right now. I could test it. So let's go to Twitch and see who's on. Oh, what was his name? Aaron. Do you guys remember who we rated earlier? He was an art streamer. I think it was I don't follow him on my laptop. I follow him on the Reaper account. Do you guys remember if anybody was here earlier? Is he still on? Let's scroll down and see if we see him. It was like Aaron Blair art, I think. He might not be on right now. He was the Canadian streamer. No, it wasn't Askren. I'm so sorry. I can't remember his name. I think it was Aaron Blair. Hey, Kara. Kara, maybe you can help us. Actually, I mean, yes, but we kind of know already. Okay, let's go to YouTube real quick. Because the whole purpose of this is twofold. Just to see if I can do it. And for other things, like, I'm seeing if it works. Oops. Because I think it might be something that I might use for later. Sorry. There's Drew. Okay, cool. So like this, so since this is on my screen, I can draw on the iPad. So if we were talking about something, I could be like, oh, you know, I could just draw really quick. Like, hey, if you look up here, you know, like, look at this. he got this over here. You know, I could circle things on the screen, which is kind of cool. That's pretty neat. So I just wanted to test that out. But when you're looking at the artwork like this, you know, sorry, chat. You could, you know, it's just kind of hard to like figure out where you're pointing, like the scroll, things like that. Hey, Palos. I'm not the Michael looking for. But this is kind of the idea, right? Is to have this green screen so people could talk about things and showcase stuff like this. Ooh. And then, but you have to remember to delete it but I really like this as well. Having this little thing, it'd be like, ooh, look at this little section. Obviously, try not to blind you, of course, but this is the idea. So for people, like if Kara wanted to come on, or if any of the teachers at ReaperCon, or if we have more streams in the future with more people, which is the goal, if we were doing critiques or something like that, they could use this iPad to draw on, you know, and then like talk about the Rust, you know, and then kind of draw with different colors and be like, point things out like, oh yeah, you know, add some highlight here. But honestly, if we were going to do that, we would just download the pictures and then upload them onto here so you could draw on them so you know exactly where you're pointing. Because the hard part is I don't know where I'm pointing. So like I know that I'm generally pointing in the right area. So like right there, you know, you could add some highlight there. I'm just testing to see if this is a viable option. Yeah, Kara. You know, that was a thing. I've just been so busy with ReaperCon, and primarily it was a stream thing. You can come onto the stream and show me. That'd be good content, probably. Just don't let Lovejoy have the drawing tool. We might get something like this. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Hey, Deben. Deben742. Okay, Kara. But so that was pretty cool. So I'm testing this, capturing the iPad. And since I was doing this for the Mirrorscape stuff, so capturing all the Mirrorscape stuff, I figured I've tried this in the past, and I figured I would try it again. And from what I can tell, it's actually pretty good because, you know, just having this just off screen here, what does red look like? Yeah, so we could do this. You know, you could just add some red right here, you know. The rust color, you could get the colors and match them. Nice effects, and then kind of draw on the corner, so I'm looking right there. That's pretty cool. I like this. True. What does this look like? So that's pretty good. So just being able to mark the screen is pretty cool. Speaking of that, now this is where I think you guys might be able to help me. So let's go to, this is a roundabout way of doing this, but actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it on my phone, on the iPad. So let's get rid of this green. Here we go. Sorry for the flashbang, but we'll be fine. All right. So at ReaperCon, you know, we have the main hall like this, right? We have the streaming area, we have the projectors, we have the Brian Wen store, we have the air wall, we have vendors, we have Artist Alley, Hobby Hijinks, Artist Alley, Hobby hijinks. The Reaper booth. And yeah, we'll get rid of that. Oh, MSP. So there's a hallway here. And then we have the MSP. MSP. All right. So you guys like my drawing? So we're going to switch to red for cameras. Okay. So as you guys know, for the security cameras, Kara, have you seen the security cameras? I don't know if you have. I don't know if you've been in chat for that, but it'll look something like this. So for the cameras, for security and for stream content, as you guys can see, we have the 4. So right now I have 4. I have more that won't be live streaming. So these will be live streaming, as you can see. I'm over here. Hello. I'm over there on the top left. So these I will be placing around ReaperCon for the stream, and they'll be recording on their own for security purposes, obviously. So for that purpose, I need to figure out where. Oh yeah, Kara, Ron did tell me about your case. So this year, I need to know where I think the camera should be pointed. I think having a camera pointing, let's do like this direction. How do I do this? I guess I'll just make them circles. So a camera facing this way. A camera facing this way. Maybe one facing this way. What did it say? There should be a camera in Ron's office so we can see his message. Oh no. Mark the left and right of arc for the camera with lines. Oh, you're talking about the arc. Got it. I see what you're saying. MSP. So I'm thinking I'll have a camera set up right at the edge here, 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 and I'll do what Jeff said and draw the lines. So we'll, oops, sorry. We'll go this way. So this will be positioned to where it can see both alleyways, I think. That's the goal. And my plan is to have these 10 feet in the air, which is pretty tall, obviously. But I want to be able to see over these curtains in the middle. And I might put a half curtain right here. Let's make that yellow. So a half curtain right here. So that way you can see over the top of Artist Alley. And then this way. And this should be able to see all of the MSP. This camera, I believe. And then we need one for the vendor hall. My idea was to have 2 for the vendor hall, but I might have to. Actually, I should be able to make it work. I can probably find one more camera. Okay, I have an idea. So I have So we'll have one camera here, one camera here. And then, so this camera, we're just gonna cover it yellow. So we'll make this camera yellow. Because this one won't be streaming, but it'll be recording. So, you think that's a good angle? So that's the idea. I think this is going to be the layout. So this serves two purposes, obviously, to have security and for these to be recording the whole time. So I'm going to have them recording at night as well, just because, obviously. I don't know why the hotel doesn't have security, so we have to get our own, which is fine. But yeah, so this will be recording at night as well. And I'll just save everything from that night, start over in the morning, and then here we go. But it serves two purposes because it also gives us kind of in-between stream content, like while we're waiting for the next thing to happen, or if I'm going to go grab somebody for an interview, we can cut to the MSP room, we can cut to the artist alley, we can cut to hobby hijinks, for instance, like at night. If there's something really, which is fine, everything's on fire. But like hobby hijinks, if Sophie Says is going on like at night, let's say 7 o'clock, then that's a fun thing to kind of put on the camera, I think, for people that at home that are watching. But the cool thing that I've figured out with all of this is that all of these cameras will be recording on their own. So even if they're not on the stream like they are now, even if they're not on the stream, they'll still be recording. So if we need to go back and look at anything, I have it all. So I'm really excited about that. So, and the cool thing is for instance, I'm gonna go out here to casting and let me know if you guys should still be able to hear me. So we'll go out here. I won't be able to see what you guys see, but they were doing some construction earlier, so I don't know if they're still doing stuff. Hey. Hi. There you go. I can hear the fan. You guys can hear the fan, but you should be able to see me. And you should be able to hear me, I believe. So this is going to be kind of cool. So I could go do some out on the floor talking, or I could cut to the hobby hijinks and we can pipe some audio in. So we could get the audio from hobby hijinks and pipe it in. So while you guys are just kind of being little flies on the wall. Ooh, you guys want to see a sneak peek? You know what? I'm going to grab it. So I got this witch put on my desk earlier. And I'll show you guys. I'm going to come back in here. And I'm back. You guys can hear me? Ooh. Yeah, Johnny can't see chat. I knew you guys could hear me. All right, let's go to camera 1. Ah, perfect. So, we'll put this right here. The lighting is not set up for this, so please forgive me. I'm going to adjust the camera. Ooh. How's that autofocus there? There we go. Looks pretty good, chat. So, give me the witch. Yeah, the staff. The staff is amazing. Yeah, the dwarf is pretty epic as well. The Munchkin, yeah, he's cute. The other two like iconics are going to be, they're being worked on right now. They should be being printed and finalized right now. So I just don't have them on my, like, they're not on my desk and stuff yet. But the dwarf is my favorite. He's pretty badass, in my opinion. I think he's cool. His helmet's neat. His axe is cool. He has a lot of adventuring gear. Yeah, the art is almost done too. Yes, because Askren is painting those. Sorry for the beard scritches. I'm trying to find the optimal place for my mic so it doesn't scratch. So I'm working on it. But Bob Rodolphe sculpted this, and I believe this is slated for October. I don't know exactly if it's going to be the promo or if it's going to be just a general release for October. I don't know any of that information, but yeah, really neat. Love the staff. I'll be making this mold probably right after ReaperCon. I probably won't be able to get to this until after ReaperCon. So she'll be the first thing on my docket. You're gonna teach me how to paint this dwarf? That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Yeah, the art is pretty sick. Close to being done. So I'm really proud of what I've been able to do. So with the security cameras, with getting this iPad stuff set up, you know, talking about all the different things. Oops. I forgot what was, there was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, and future streaming stuff. So obviously we can talk more about that later, but I want to focus on ReaperCon right now and do that the best I can, which has been pretty good. So I ordered, I got the backdrop in. It's just too big that I can't set it up by myself. So the backdrop that's going behind these curtains, it's a big stone backdrop. So there's that. Oh, I was wondering what was on my screen, but it was the it's the green screen. Let me erase this bad boy. Erase this blue. There we go. I was wondering what was on my screen, but it was this. How does the highlighter look? Ooh, that does not look good. So highlighter is not the play. I wonder what color will look good. So the pen doesn't look good. Red. There we go. I like the big red. It's pretty good. Showcasing it. But this is a good test, so now I know how to do it. And we were testing the sound bites today, which is obviously not super difficult to figure out. But I just wanted to see if this NDI software can capture the iPads, which it can. So, for instance, let's go back to Mirrorscape. It should still be up. Yeah, perfect. Oh, nope, crashed. But it'll relaunch here with the cool little frost giant in the background. Yeah, the frost giant looks sick. Let's look at a few more of the models. Pretty neato. Does anybody have any good plans for this weekend? Also, that painter that we rated earlier, Aaron Blair, I think was his name. Aaron Blair. You know what? Just because I'm gonna go look it up because I have it in my email here. Sent it to Ron. Evan Blair. That's who it was. Evan Blair. He was pretty cool. So I sent all of his stuff, like I sent his art station and everything to Ron. I didn't tell. Oh, It crashed again. Test 1, 2. There we go. Going to Paint Club on Sunday, maybe. 3 weeks in Texas, Palos. Work on your ReaperCon entry. Nice. Sleeping. Ugh. So, is there anything else that I need to do before ReaperCon? I need to finalize a little bit of the schedule. I need to contact a few people. I need to get the weapons and stuff for the armory. All right, let's look at that frost giant up close. Let's see here. I need to mess with the settings again because it changed it. Just need to make sure. There we go. It was like artifacting a little bit, but I just want to see it. But this is a good point. I'll show off the point of view as well. So let's get like a little character. We got the wizard. Let's get lore bard. We'll put him here. The giant's obviously way too big. There we go. That's closer. Let's move him a little bit closer. All right, let's look what it sees. Yeah. So you can see it looks a little bit wonky coming from the eyes. Plus the green screen's kind of cutting it off a little bit. But the texture quality is a little bit weird. I wonder if that's just the memory on the iPad. But yeah, this is a good little test. I'm busy this weekend. I'm sorry. A lot of my weekend is, resting, but it's a lot of my, I have to do a lot of stuff with my in-laws and things like that. So yeah. Oh, wow. Let's see. Can you test the soundbite again, Michael? One of them. I just want to make sure I still hear it in my ear, and you guys hear it too. You can test it whenever.
Emotional damage.
There we go. That's perfect for Kara. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go back to my green screen here. So the app hasn't dropped at all, which is pretty good. I was worried that it was gonna stop capturing. We're getting close to our time here. Is there anybody on? Oh, Felicia Day is on. Classic Felicia Day. Condominis. Jimmy DeBois. Jamie Daggers. Studio J7. Is there anybody that you guys want to raid in particular? Today, I gotta go talk to Ron about some Kickstarter update stuff and things like that. But you owe Jamie work? Jamie Daggers? But yeah, the guy that we rated earlier was pretty cool. The Canadian painter, drawer in the art section, Eben. That was pretty neat. I was just kind of scrolling through the art section when we were gonna go raid somebody, and I stumbled across him. So, yeah, Felicia. Oh, Felicia work. Sorry, Felicia. Ooh, you don't want to make Felicia mad. You don't want to make Felicia mad. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. It's pretty neato. So, there you go. Do you guys like having chat on stream, like on the side there? I know it's kind of irrelevant. I guess I don't know why some people, I don't know what the point of having stream on chat is. I know a lot of people do it. I guess it's okay. It's like not that big of a deal, but it's kind of cool to have it over there. I guess that's true, but then they could just have that pulled up on their iPad and stuff or something, or on their laptop. But so the point of putting it on stream, I guess what most people do is they have their 2 monitors, right? Generally, most people that are streaming normally have 2 monitors, and they have their OBS and stuff open up on 1 monitor, and then that's how they read chat, I guess. Oh, I guess that's how they do it. I'm a little bit different because I have it set up on TVs, and so I have chat separate. So I guess that's just a kind of a quicker way. So they don't have to have chat pulled up and OBS pulled up. They just put chat in OBS, so all they have to do is have OBS open. That makes sense. So I guess mainly people put chat on their streams so they can read it off of their second monitor. That makes sense. But for the purposes of like the general people that are watching streams, there's really no reason to have chat over there because you can see chat when you're typing in it anyway. It's on the right side of your screen. So that's pretty funny. But I mean, I don't mind this for like security. Like if we're doing this, oops, wrong thing. Let's go to full screen. So I don't have chat on this one. I have chat here. I don't have chat here, but I do have it here. So if we're doing this, where we have the security and we're looking at things, like with a countdown and things are just happening, we could put chat here, just for people to kind of look through and talk to each other. I think that's pretty cool. I really like this scene now that I look at it. The more I look at this, the more I like it. The more of this scene right here. So I mean, I like this layout and this artwork. Not much delay. Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's capturing the exact same chat that I see on the screen. So the chat that I'm capturing. Oh, I was talking earlier about this background. The background that I have for the back here is this, it's like a slate stone. Let me pull it up. It's like a stone gray background. Stone castle background. I'm not going to be able to find the exact one, but it'll just kind of open image in a new tab. Let's see, laptop. We'll do inset laptop to X3. So, oop. Wait, why isn't it not? Hello, test 1 2. Hey, Kodiak. Oh, this is why. Okay, so this is sorry, I was pressing the wrong thing. So this is what it's gonna look like. Generally, it's gonna look something like this, on this side, like over here. So the background is gonna be like a castle stone structure behind these curtains, and I ordered some sheer green fabric that's going to be used as like little accents. So these black curtains are going to be like a like a emerald green with like gold ropes. It's going to be really pretty, I think. So I'm very excited about that. So back here, it's going to be that stone structure back here. And we chose that because of the lady that's doing this, or the person that's doing the souvenir photos. They suggested doing a gray background just because for photos and stuff, it'll help things stand out. Like whatever people are wearing, the gray will accent it pretty well. So that'll be pretty fun. So yeah, let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Should we raid somebody like brand new or somebody we know or what? What do you guys think? Also, by the way, not that anybody asked, but this week I'm doing a lot better on the medicines, new medicines and stuff. This week was a lot better than it was last week. So, hey, our stream looks pretty good on Twitch. When I scroll over it in the art section, the overlay looks pretty good. Go raid Ron's office. I mean, he hasn't started cleaning yet. He's gonna start cleaning it like the Thursday before we start getting everything ready for ReaperCon. Oh, I don't know if anybody's. I'm sure there's some people listening, but if you haven't signed up for volunteer shifts and you want to, I had a few more shifts open up because some people, last minute things, they can't make it or they can't work the shifts that they originally signed up for due to whatever, friends coming into town or whatever. I had a few slots open up, so if you're interested, there's some slots available. I had a mention, but yeah. Let's see. Did anybody say anything? Yeah, CJ. Yeah, it's doing good. Doing much better. Yeah, Evan's not on, so I was gonna raid him again. Double raid. Pokemon. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bless a noob. Okay. We'll go down the art section and see who's doing what. What tag should we search? Miniature painting or sculpting or? Hey, Bob Ross is on. Sucker. Let's see. Miniatures. Mini painting. Send a tag. I don't know what tags are good. We'll just scroll down and see what we find. CNES. Feel free to put somebody in chat if you see somebody chat. There's a lot of artists. I know there's been a big movement to try to get a miniature painting section on Twitch, because it is what it is. A lot of Twitch streamers just go into the they go into Warhammer, the section, obviously because they're painting Warhammer models a lot of the time, but the miniature painters just get thrown in with the art, which is just everything from all kinds of makers and artists, blenders, sculptors, all kinds of different stuff. Animators. Art is kind of a big arcing thing, so. Con prepping. Looks like somebody's prepping for a con. Haloon. Kind of looking for, I like looking at sculptors. But artists are good too. Let's see. Game level design. Someone making game levels. Someone drawing. To paint or not to paint? Chill 3D stream. I know a lot of people. There's some people 3D print like streaming their 3D printing. Oh, this looks interesting. So it looks like there's this guy named Joe Tiny. Looks like he's making a some kind of house out of wood, like a little house. Oh, it's for cats. For marketing purposes. Nice. All right, we'll raid this guy, Joe_Tiny. Thoughts? This will be interesting. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for testing some stuff. Thanks for helping me. Here, we'll do one more. There we go. Nice. Can't wait to test more with that. So we'll be...
Good soup.
Good soup. Oh, sorry, Michael. Wow. Sorry. All right, we'll raid this guy named Joe_Tiny, which, you know, we make tiny things. Why not? I'm excited to see everybody at ReaperCon in the next couple of weeks. You know, everybody. I'm excited to see everybody. You know, things are really stressful here at Reaper proper with the Kickstarter and all that stuff. There's a ton of stuff going on. So it's just been kind of hectic and stressful. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me, for testing and everything like that. I'm excited. You know, ReaperCon always invigorates, like, passion and things. So, like, while I'm at ReaperCon, I get all these ideas, and, you know, you get hyped up. You get seeing everybody's painting competitions and sculpts and things like that, and everybody's hanging out. It's a good time. And then you come back from ReaperCon, you're like, all right, let's go, you know? So I'm excited for that. I like that feeling. So I am not excited to be losing a lot of sleep. I lose a lot of sleep at ReaperCon. But you can sleep when you're dead, you know what I mean? All right, bye. Have a good weekend. See you later. Bye-bye. Tell Joe Tiny that I said what's up, and hope he has a good weekend. Bye. Love you.